What's going on? Welcome back. We've got another firearm to review today. This is the HK CC9. Now, this is one that's been out for a little bit now, but it's a micro carry pistol that carries 12+1 or 10+1 in a flush fitting magazine. I've read a lot of reviews of people that really like this, so I decided I'd try to get my hands on one. So I have a couple shots through it already. Up top here we've got the Holliston 407K, so obviously this slide has the RMSC footprint. As mentioned before, this gun comes with a 12+1 magazine that kind of adds on a little extra little grip there on the bottom, or it also comes with a 10-round flush fitting mag. I like the 12-round, gives you a little bit extra grip on the gun. Now you've got a pick rail up front if you do want to add a light, and then you've got your just typical striker fired trigger here, which I'm not going to say it's bad, but it doesn't really impress me right away compared to some of the other ones out of the box. This is a very slim gun. The width is under 1 inch, and you do have the Holliston hangs off the side. It's just a little bit, but for a micro carry gun, that's to be expected. This does come with an additional back strap if you do want to change the grip up just a little bit to get a better feel for the gun. This is the one that came with it. I tried out the other one. It makes it a little smaller, but I prefer it to be a little wider front to back there. So I put the stock one back on, so that's how we're going to be running it today. All right, so we do have fully ambidextrous controls on both sides, your mag release and your slide lever as well, fully functional on both sides. Takedown is going to be easy as well. You have your takedown lever right here, which you just slide this down and you pull it right off. You don't have to actually engage the trigger, so that is a nice thing. And then just like that, it is fully back together. So that is very simple, which is nice. Now when I hold this gun, I do have some rounds through it. My first impression when I'm holding this is it kind of gives me vibes of like a little bit thinner Masada Slim or the Masada Slim Elite. Here's them side by side. Now if I stack them on top of each other, see if we can get these lined up. Now both of these have a 3.3 inch barrel, so barrel length is going to be just about the same. Now I will say the Slim Elite is going to be a little bit thinner from front to back, or I'm sorry, it's going to be a little bit thinner width, and it's also going to be just a fuzz longer. Now when you add that flush fitting mag into the HK, it's going to give you the same length of grip. So, and that's where you're going to get the similar 12+1 and 13+1. So I have a lot of rounds through the Masada Slim Elite, and this is one of my favorite shooting striker fired guns pretty much ever. So with the few rounds I've shot through this, I will say this gun is a little more snappy. Now it is a little bit lighter weight and it is a little thinner, so that's obviously to be expected, but depending on what you're wanting concealed carry wise, just another thing to think about. So obviously you want a gun that you're comfortable shooting. So we'll get some more rounds through this today. We'll recheck the zero, make sure we're good to go, and then we'll shoot it, take it back maybe to 50 yards or so and see what kind of accuracy we're getting there. Again, just a 3.3 inch barrel, so you know we're not expecting 2-inch groups here at 50 yards. So but we'll get some shooting and give some more thoughts. So before we get shooting, before I mentioned we have the Holliston 407K on there. There are some models that come with a tritium front sight with a serrated blacked out rear. This one comes with a serrated blacked out rear and a serrated blacked out front. So that is kind of interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Obviously black and black sights aren't going to do you any good at night, so I assume maybe that's probably the only one that comes on is the one that comes with the 407K. But if your 407K ever goes down for whatever reason, it'll be pretty useless at night. So yeah, interesting choice of front sight there. It's just black. So HK also says they have over 750,000 rounds through various testing for this gun. It's been in development for a long time. Like I said, it's not a brand new gun. It's been out I think for a year. So but HK is going to give you a pretty good product, so I'm not expecting any failures or anything like that. So adjustment here. So this trigger is a little heavier and it does have a little bit longer reset compared to some of the other ones out there. Like I said, I don't want to say that it's a bad trigger, but it's certainly not as good as a lot of others out there right out of the box. So now, as I mentioned, it also has a 10-round flush fitting mag. So this is what it's going to look like with your flush fitting mag. It's going to be a little harder to get a full grip on the gun. As you can see, I can get 2 fingers and my third one slips off just a little bit. So if you're going for ultimate concealability, then 10 rounds is going to be just fine. I'm sure it'll still shoot just fine. I just can't get my pinky all the way on there. So we'll do some rounds with this now. Decent little group there. We're only at 10 yards, but I'm feeling pretty good about our 0. Now we'll move it back to probably 25 yards and see if we can dial in a little bit more. So on the CC9, you've got your slide and your barrel, which are DLC coded for additional durability. Our 3.3-inch barrel is going to have polygon rifling, which is supposed to help with accuracy. Now anything that you're going to be doing with this handgun is going to be probably 25 yards and in. Like I said, this isn't to shoot groups at 25 yards, and accuracy is probably going to be a little bit dependent on the shooter, but they've got that polygon rifle in there to help. Overall, the gun feels good in my hand. When I'm shooting, like I said, it's a little more snappy than some of the others. The slide it's not terribly stiff. Could be better. I do like the slide release is very easy to use. It's actually kind of like angled downward. I don't know if you can tell from there, but it makes it hard not to grab it. So that's just a plus. Some of them can be kind of difficult to use. As I mentioned, the trigger, it's not terrible. It just could be better. Now maybe it'll get a little bit better with break-in and more shots down range, but overall thoughts, it's definitely not a bad gun. I forget what the price is on this one, but with it being HK, it's going to be a little more than some of the others out there that you can get. Might be a little on the high side for what you get, in my opinion, but overall still not a bad gun. All right, so we're back here at 25 yards now. I'm just going to take advantage of the scooter and just shoot off here. Try to just get some controlled groups just to see. I'll do all 12 shots, big 12 shot group, center mass, and just kind of see where it's hitting. All right, so that's 12 shots there. Let's hop on down there and go take a look at our hits. All right, so our group here, we do have a couple that ended up in the C zone here. This was a previous shot, just didn't tape it up, but so we've got 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So might need to bring the overall group over just a little bit. And I'll say the group is a little bit bigger than I would have hoped, but again, kind of shooting in a natural position, shooting off that little the scooter handlebars there. I felt like grip was good enough every shot to get a good group, but that's kind of what we came up with. So we might tape it up and then do the 10-run mag just to kind of confirm our results here. Now we are going to do the same thing. I kind of feel a little better just standing and shooting. So we're going to do that this time. Again, we'll have 10 rounds, so this should give us still a pretty good indication if we get a similar group sample. So All right, actually felt a little better about that group, which I didn't feel bad about the first group, and it was still definitely wider than I would have liked for 25 yards. But again, 3-inch barrel. We'll go see what these 10 shots did. All right, so group size, I'm not really gonna say it's any better. We had one low down here, and I'm very confident that was my final shot. So that one was on me. I felt myself kind of dip down a little bit. All the other ones, I did move the group over, so we do have more in the A zone here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we do have one in the D zone out there to the right. So group is similar. Like I said, accuracy a lot of times comes down to the shooter. So just me personally, that's kind of where I'm hitting. So take that for what you will. So I've got the Masada Slim Elite here. I want to shoot 10 shots with it just to kind of see if maybe it's I'm just not shooting the CC9 well, or if I just don't shoot well at 25 yards in general. So let's just figure that out real quick. Hold that one low. Okay, there's our 10 shots, and let's go take a look at those. All right, so here we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. So we've got 3 in our bullseye here, and all the rest are in the A zone. There was one that I thought I pulled low. It's probably that one that I pulled left. So this video wasn't to show that the Masada was more accurate than the CC9, but I'm shooting better with the Masada over the CC9. So just something interesting. The grip angle is different from a lot of guns that I'm used to. So when I'm presenting the gun, where my red dot would normally be right on bullseye, I'm actually aiming at like the neck. So I'm really having to actually like grip in with my pinky and really push down. So grip angle is just a lot different from pretty much anything else I'm used to. So that's kind of why we're a little slower on these. Again, we're at 7 yards, so we're not really super far. It's probably a good distance for a 3-inch handgun to shoot doubles. So I've got a couple in the C zone. Again, it's a little snappy, and it's a grip angle that I'm not used to. So my final thoughts are going to kind of reflect that. It's not so much the gun's fault, it's just kind of what I'm used to. So we'll do a couple more of these and then give some final thoughts. You know, I hate to say it because I'm a big fan of HK. It's a good gun, feels good in the hand. It maybe isn't one that's going to hop into my concealed carry rotation. It is a little snappier than some of the other guns that I have in this size. It is going to conceal well. It is thin. Again, 10 rounds in a flush fitting mag, 12 in an extended, so the capacity is fine. Optics ready, great. It's got a rail, that's great. Lots of good things about it. It's just personally me and the grip angles that I'm used to, and with it being a little more snappy for some of the other guns in its size, makes me a little hesitant, especially for a price of $600 without an optic. So those are kind of my first thoughts. We'll get a 1,000 round review once we get 1,000 rounds through this gun. I don't expect any reliability issues, obviously coming from an HK. It'll just take some time getting used to this grip angle. We'll do a lot more drills with it, get a holster we can run with it for a while, then maybe see if we can get it in the old conceal carry rotation. But that is our range review of the HK CC9. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys soon.